has embraced single-use packaging. When we can't manage that waste appropriately, we end up with huge implications in terms of litter in the environment and in our estuaries and our waterways. The ocean is downhill from everywhere.
Hello and Assalamualaikum to everyone, and most importantly to my lecturer, Madam Nurul Amira. My name is Muhammad Naimzuhairi bin Muhammad Zamri. I'm from KBA 1183F. I would like to talk about littering. Have you ever saw someone carelessly throw trash? It doesn't matter what type of trash, such as plastic bottle, tin, or even chewing gum at the most inappropriate place. These acts are called littering. From my own definition, littering is an act of a person who is selfish and doesn't care about others. As for proper definition, littering means making a place or an area untidy with rubbish or incorrectly disposing waste. Based on the article found, the full frontal, it was reported last year that Malaysians generate an immense amount of NFW, around 33,000 tons, which is equivalent to 1.17 kg per person a day. According to Housing and Local Government Minister Zuraida Kamarudin, about 60% of 32 million Malaysian population still fail to throw their garbage into trash bin, although the facility have been adequately provided for them. As of 30 September 2021, with the COVID-19 pandemic, around 3,576 tons of COVID-19 related waste have been produced nationwide. So why we need to care and acknowledge the problem of littering? Firstly, littering can cause human disease. Litter, trash carries germs that end up in various places, and as a result, it fester and form a breeding ground for bacteria. The effects of this is that the exposure of the germ to the general public, which can lead to outbreaks of diseases such as cholera and typhoid. The resulting disease can lead to death and poor public health. This can devastating the entire city. Another reason is because littering can affect animals by poisoning them. Not only that, littering can also lead to soil, water, and air pollution. Bad chemicals that leach out of the litter, polluted water, gasoline, and consumer waste can contaminate the soil. The soil absorbs the toxin that litter creates and affect the plant and crop. Littering also affects the contaminated water when ingested by fish and variety of other animals. This can cause them sick or even kill them. Litter waste also often put on fire as easy way of getting rid of it. This can lead to air pollution that release significant amount of toxic. My first point is littering can cause littering problem. Based on the article I found, which is Recycle Coach globally, to date we got about 8.3 billion tons of plastic in the world. 6.3 billion tons is trash, just pure trash. Just imagine 55 million jumbo jets, and that's how much plastic exists. Litter is any kind of trash thrown in small or even large amount in places where it doesn't belong. Littering can cause harm and impact the environment in multiple ways, especially environments such as ocean, human, animals. This can lead to destruction of the ecosystem. Animals are dying, contaminate water, and affect us at the end a lot of way because of this deadly act of littering. Now we already explained the problem of littering, and next we will explain about the cause of littering. The cause of why people littering is because the attitude toward littering, lack of education, laziness, and carelessness. Based on the article found in Environmental Conserve Energy Future, the main cause of people littering is that because of people often seems that they just do not care about how they dispose their waste, and some even do not care about the environment. Next, lack of education, which is essential in developing responsible behavior toward our planet. People often do not know the consequences of their action and how it will impact organisms. So often they just throw garbage on the ground like they often do. Lastly, laziness and the carelessness. These have bred a culture of habitual littering. People have become too lazy and unwilling to throw away their trash appropriately. Carelessness also made people throw rubbish without thinking about it. Now, let us look at the graph. From this graph bar of factor influencing littering in Pantai Temasha, Bintulu, we can see here mostly people litter because of attitude. It's about 60%. Lack of awareness is about 50%. Inadequate rubbish bin about 40%, and much more. This just shows how lazy people is about disposing the trash properly. This little act of littering may cause a problem that soon be unfixable. Now that we know the cause, lastly, I will talk about the solution on the littering. The main solution for littering is by education, more controlling instance pickup litter. Education is one of the crucial steps to be able to mitigate the littering issues. Education should already start in school since children, because they are usually more willing to learn and adjust their behavior than adults. Children also may convince their parents, which may in turn pay more attention to avoid littering. When the children grow up, also they might be more aware of the littering problem. Second, currently, littering is not controlled and fined in an appropriate manner, since not enough people who can control littering. These have led to people get away with littering daily. So to get people stop littering, we must increase the number of people for controlling and finding littering. Lastly, we should pick up litter whenever we see it. By doing so, you can contribute to reduction of waste from litter by willingly pick up trash from others, thus can reduce trash from littering. It's a small action but effective way to start being the part of the solution. Littering is a big problem in our society. A lot of people throw garbage on the ground and seems to do not care about it. The adverse consequence of their behavior on the environment. Many even did not know how littering can affect our planet. Littering has severe effect on humans, plants, and marine life. Littering can be reduced and make big impact by a lot with little change that we did and do. Pay attention to our own behavior by trying to convince others also may help. Like the quote from Stephen R. Covey said, be part of the solution, not part of the problem. That's all from me. Thank you and Assalamualaikum.
Well, obviously reducing litter is beneficial to everything. The ocean, the landfills, we're filling up space faster than there is. The common saying is, if you're not part of the solution, you're part of the problem. Well, I'm still part of the problem too, but I'm gonna do what I can to be part of the solution at the same time.